video is purely based on the trek that I have recently gone for. I'm sure that you can experience that I had not been in the town recently from the tent that I got. Well, talking about the experience, I just wanted to share a few experiences that I have faced. I felt that there are a few things that every trekker should know before going for trek. This is what I have experienced when I went in there. A few things, if you keep in mind, would be great, and I just want to give my advice on this. I would insert some pictures as well so that you can understand how beautiful it is to go for treks. And that is all. Coming to the point, I would just want to give you a few things, a few first-hand experience before you start, and so that you know that what is being shown to you, what is being presented to you is not what you actually get. So first thing first, the first thing is, it's nothing related to what's being shown on Bollywood. It's the reality is far, far, far away fetched from the Bollywood movies. I mean, I'll give you a few examples. Like, no one can trek in snow in miniskirt. Come on, you're not Shaktiman, you're a normal human being. You cannot survive if you just trek in midi skirt. That's impossible. Coming to second example is that if you're not a localite, if you have liquor and then you trek, it's impossible for you to survive because it leads to dehydration and you will just be killed, and not a good idea at all. The third would be you just didn't go for mountain and start climbing the next day, because a proper acclimatization is required. You need to get acclimatized to the climate, to the surrounding. The weather needs to adapt you, the mountains has to adapt you, and then climb. Even experienced trekker and mountaineers without proper acclimatization, they can be finished in no time. So, that is all. Coming to the second point, what I would see is that the basic important thing is you have to be open-minded. I mean, you have to just be open-minded about the discipline, that there would be strict discipline in most of the camps, and if they are, national level based, there would be discipline and you have to adhere by to it. And then I have seen people complaining about walking so many times for so long. But guys, come on, you have come for trekking. So walking is the basic thing you have paid for, and this is what being asked from you, nothing more. So if they have planned something, trust me, they have gone through many difficulties themselves to plan it for you. So please don't complain, be open-minded. And then third would be, if you just accept the worst. I mean, you have to be open-minded enough to accept even the worst. Anything can come in. Let's not complain, let's just do it. Right, so now when you know about a few basic things and needed to know, I would just give you a few advice about, in case that you have just engulfed these 3 points and go for a trek. So what are the must do for you when you are on trek? Because would be, the first would be, trekking small treks. I mean, the first or second trek for you should be 2 days trek or maximum 3 days trek, not more than that. Guys, first understand if trekking is something that you want to go for. I mean, trekking is really hard-some, and it would be, irrespective of my saying. So please don't jump in for 10 or 12 days trek. It will just bore you. First, let's discover if you're really meant for trekking and trekking is really a hobby. Right. The second would be, if you are going for trek, try not to summarize too many things in your kitty, because it's you who has to carry the bag. So please take the bare minimum that's essential. And please take the bare essentials with which you cannot live without. Please don't include stuffs that that just entertain you. try leave it and get the same at home, because who wants to carry it? Once you are in the trek, please make sure you take as much liquid as possible. It could be in the form of soup, it could be in the form of soft drinks, squash, juice, tea, and definitely water for sure. So make sure you consume liquid as much as possible. Proper diet. I know that in most of the treks you would not get non-veg, which is saddening, but that's true. You would not get non-veg. You have to adjust yourself with the food that you would be given by the camp. Please make sure you have it. Do not skip it because you don't like it. Although you don't like it, but please just resist your taste buds for a few days. Just have food. This, I would just add that make sure you have sufficient number of sweets as well, because desserts, they just boost your energy and gives you protein, carbs, and every other things that you require during trek. Make sure you get and talk with every single person in your group. So on this, I would advise that I always prefer to travel alone, because once I travel with my acquaintance, not only me, but it's about everyone, that we tend to be in the circle. We tend to be content in the circle that we are in. But that's very unfair. Please make sure that you talk to everyone in the camp, because that is very important. This is how you grow. You sound a bit girly for a few guys, but please make sure when you're going for trekking, you please wear sunscreen, because although you may feel cold, and during winters most of us tend to avoid sunscreen, but it's very important, guys. Please make sure you use sunscreen. And on that, I would just add, try getting full sleeved clothes, full sleeved top wear, full sleeved bottom wear, so that your hands does not get burned. See, I use sunscreen myself, and this is the amount of tan that I got. So what I have seen from my experience is that when people are on trekking and you have been given a target of 12 kilometers of walk a day, people tend to rush. I don't see a point in there. I mean, it's not only trekking, guys, it's about enjoying nature as well. You're not gonna get trophy for walking fast and reaching your destination. I do not mean to offend anyone, but what I would suggest is, once you are on trek, please do not play loud music. That's a strict no-no.